vision. The vision.
Wait, did you just restart the recording?
No. You want me to take that echo out?
Kinda, yeah. Take that echo out. No, it's all good, bro. We can cut this all out. Maybe not all of it, because it's kind of clean, you know what I'm saying? Check. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. All right. We're still live, right?
Yeah. Is it recording?
Yeah.
And we're on.
I froze up. All right, hold on. So, we saying...
Welcome to the vision, I guess?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, how's it going, everybody? My name is Jason. We got Ant here. We got Brandon, Jeffrey, Richie. We got Riley over there in the cut. We go by Neglected Vision, and this is The Vision. This is a podcast that we're starting up here today, and everybody introduce yourselves.
What's up? I'm Anthony. I don't know what else to say.
I'm Richie, and I came here for the hose.
I think we should, as we introduce, we should say what we're bringing to the table.
I told you what I brought to the table.
We know damn well.
Like Ant, what are you working on right now?
All right, right now, part of the vision, I'm working on, I guess, graphic design, whether it be logo, animation for, maybe music videos, or even just the vision for if we're going to take Brandon's podcast, or the Vision's podcast in general, and just take it and put it into a visual perspective.
True. Yeah, I'm here, doing video editing, all that good stuff, putting some bars down on tracks every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Podcasting, all that good stuff.
I'm the jack of all trades here. No, let me stop. I'm just working on producing a lot the last few months. I've been recording vocals and mixing and engineering the past month, like a lot more serious than ever. So, yeah, that's what's going on.
I'm Jeffery. I'm just doing what I can. I'm mostly focused on tech stuff, but finding new things to do.
I'm Brandon. I'm working on writing as well as directing. There's a couple different projects I'm trying to work on. Actually, 2 is what I've decided tonight. I was organizing it over there. But yeah.
Lit.
Welcome to the vision.
Welcome. So, anyways, we're going to be discussing all types of stuff from sports to hip-hop. I mean, that's what we do. We're going to be talking about life, what we go through on a daily basis, all sorts of things, really whatever we want to, whatever we would talk about in regular conversation. We're just putting it in podcast form pretty much. So, what do you guys want to start with, man? We got a list full of topics here. You guys got anything you want to...
All right, let's start with what would define greatness in hip-hop.
What would define greatness in hip-hop? Brandon, what do you think?
Oh, man.
We're starting with you, buddy. Pressure's on.
Yeah.
I think it's not only what you're putting out, but it's also what others put out based off of you. I think it has a lot to do with influence. Hip-hop is all about influence. I mean, we got all these figures in hip-hop. We got, obviously, we got Tupac and Biggie. And then we've got group figures like Tribe and Wu-Tang. And then, and then lyrical rappers like Nas and stuff like that. It's just...
Yeah, there is a lot that goes into account, but also I think as far as greatness, it would be defined by longevity, and I think you also need to have a connection with, I wouldn't necessarily say people in the most sense, but I think you should be connecting to kids more, because that's what's driving like everything as far as sales.
I mean, basically, when it comes to greatness, wouldn't you say that, like, substance, like, something that actually, whether it be, like, the beat, the lyrics, the meaning, exactly. Like you said, that kids drive, music nowadays, so exactly. Obviously it would be, like, I don't know, maybe a line or a verse in the song that just kind of keeps it to, like, that song's alive, that song, like, kind of pops, and it's, like, influenced throughout the ages and stuff like that.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I mean... There's so many different factors that would go into defining greatness. Like he said, longevity, substance, I mean, there's so many different runs in hip hop, like so many great runs, and those
so many of
runs
them are short, too.
right, and there might be a short run, but it's still solidified greatness because hip hop isn't a 10-year career for most people. Like, you got people like Jay-Z and Lil Wayne who transcend that, but not everybody's getting a career that long out of it.
And you got to talk discography as well.
Yeah, discography. I mean, singles.
Hell yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like singles can go into like discography because a lot of the times you're like dropping a single for an album. So I think like if you're dropping an impactful single, like the album has to be just as impactful. Like what was like Kendrick dropped like I and the Blacker the Berry for To Pimp a Butterfly, and when he dropped those two, you were like, all right, bro, I kind of understand the exact direction of this is going in.
And King Kunta, that came out too.
Exactly.
That song's fire.
Yeah.
So let's throw out some names and see if you define them as great, and even if they aren't now, if you see them becoming a great.
I would like to know what Jeff's opinion is on what makes someone great.
What do you think?
I would say, as in, I don't know. Trying to think. Just your flow, how you impact people. Even if your songs don't get that much radio play, or if like they're not popular by a majority, you're just making what you want to make, and you know people will follow it. People will be influenced, impacted, either way.
Right.
Heck yeah.
I mean,
there are a lot of artists like that don't have a lot of mainstream success, but their fans just in like the underground scene have like literally drove all of their sales and success.
Right, like
people like Death Grips
and MF Doom. Like
bro.
people think, people consider him as a legend. He has never been on the radio.
Yeah, high key.
But
he is. Shout out to MF Doom.
Yeah, shout out to MF Doom. He's fire. So, let's throw out some names. Rick Ross, we calling him a great?
I think so, bruh. Because he's put too many people on, and he has, like, high-key the most underrated discography ever.
Yeah. What do you think, Ant?
I mean, like, although I'm not, like, the biggest of, like, the hip-hop, like, fanatic or whatever, like, with Rick Ross, like, I feel like the only reason why I know him is because, you know, Twitter made him famous with that fucking pear joke. Like, the funniest thing in the world, like, I eat pears.
Memes can make you great.
Hey, facts, bro.
But,
Yachty.
yo, for real. Nah, I would say Rick Ross is great because I feel like in every era that we've been a part of, he's got a song or an album that's hitting. Like, you always hear him.
Relevant. Yeah, he's been relevant since, like, the early 2000s. So it's, like, it's not, like, relevancy for him really isn't a question because he's always been, like, up there. It's just I think at this point it's just substance and the fact that, like, our people really fucking with him.
Yeah. And he's always going to have fans, bro. Like, he's one of those dudes who can drop a hit at any time or drop a feature that just goes crazy. I mean, he's just one of those guys that can just drop one out of nowhere and it goes. And then you got people like Meek Mill under you. You got people like Wale that was under you. You got people like, who else was on?
Gunplay was on.
Gunplay.
Gunplay go crazy.
Yeah,
MMG was popping for a minute.
Definitely part of that crowd that has him underrated because I don't listen to Rick Ross at all.
We're going to have to put you on, my boy.
Yeah,
that boy went crazy.
Yeah, he had a pretty decent run.
Let's throw another name out there.
J. Cole.
I think Jake.
I think he's a great.
Yeah, I mean, even if he's not defined as a great right now, he will be.
Yeah.
Because
I feel like that what happened like before 2014 Forest Hills dropped when he was like when all that crazy like police brutality shit was going on like online and stuff, he like marched out in Ferguson, and I feel like that's what like drove that whole crowd of people to be like, yo, I fuck with this dude. And then he dropped 2014, which was like debatably his best album ever. Not really debatably to me, but to other people that could be like maybe his second best or some shit, but that's his best album.
What do they think his best is?
Bro, I've heard a lot of people say like that.
I heard a lot of people say Born Sinner is his best album.
Born Sinner and For Your Eyes Only, but I didn't really mess with For Your Eyes Only.
I liked For Your Eyes Only, but it's definitely not his best.
I don't know. From what I heard and what I read on some of the stuff about 2014, is that that album went platinum based alone like off of him because he didn't like pay for any features on it. It was just him
He
strictly.
never has
Like
features.
Yeah. And he high-key produced that whole album, too.
Bro, J. Cole, I think he's got 3 albums with no features that went platinum. His last 3, 2014, I don't think For Your Eyes only had any features, and KOD had no features.
Damn, KOD didn't have a feature. That's wild. He had Kill Edward on there, which
But
was
that's
like him in
him.
a deep voice.
Yeah.
That's wild.
But,
And he only, I think out of those, he like only not produced one.
bro, honestly, J. Cole is the San Antonio Spurs of hip-hop, bro. Like, he's always winning championships,
He's
bro.
vegetables, bro.
Yeah, he's vegetables, bro.
He's
Nobody wants to
vegetables.
acknowledge it, but he's good for you.
Exactly. Exactly. Like J. Cole makes vegetable music. That's why I feel like people like Kendrick are already solidified as a grade above him because Kendrick appeals to both sides.
Yeah, but I mean, J. Cole's got his haters, like, but you got to think back in the day when we was, 8th grade freshmen, Drake had haters.
Yeah.
Now
that's
look at
true.
him. You know what I'm
That's true.
saying?
Yeah.
I don't think Cole will
But,
ever beat it, but
like Drake definitely like had a way different message than Cole.
yeah.
Because Drake was just more on some like
sad boy shit.
like sad
Yeah.
boy shit, and Cole like was on some real shit for a while until he was trying to get on and just made like some mainstream records.
bro, he really only made one though.
Nah. J. Cole?
Yeah,
I think Power Trip was kind of meant to be a mainstream.
Power Trip was kind of mainstream, but it was still like it still was kind of real though.
Workout was that shit that I was talking about.
Yeah.
Like he definitely dropped that to get on.
He tried to make a hit with
and
that
you know
song.
what? My shoulders were rolling, so I'm good with it.
That boy Brandon definitely listened to Workout at the gym.
I thought he was singing to me.
Don't ever work out for a guy if he's telling you to work out for him.
I would leave the gym at that instant.
Heck no.
Oh no.
So I think that transitions well into our next topic we got on here. Like, what era of hip hop do you think made the best music?
And not only the best lyrics, but like as complete, like
Yeah.
best music. Like it's a functionable song. Like, cause you can't listen to a crazy lyrical track if the beat is trash, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
I can't listen to a trash beat. And then like, it's crazy, but trash lyrics are listenable to if the beat is crazy. So it's like production literally drives.
Yeah, I mean, most
A
of the
lot of
radio
shit.
is lyrical trash, but the beat.
Exactly, beats go crazy. And that's why, I mean, I could say, I would probably put like the 2000s in there, like not 2010s, but like probably like mid to late 2000s. Because that's when everything started, everything that's now started to jump off then. I feel like trap music was born in the early 2000s with T.I. dropping stuff. Then Jeezy and Gucci came about, like dropping crazy albums and dissing each other. And then that sparked like all of Atlanta to do what they're doing now.
I could probably agree with that, only in the sense that, like, if you, like, I know the radio is, like, something, like, no one wants to listen to because it's, like, constantly repeated. But like, if you go and, like, listen to the radio for, like, these songs that are played, it's, like, most of them are, like, mid to late 2000s, and it's just, like, the same shit repeating over and over.
Yeah. That's hard to pick the best era. I would have to say it's either now or the late 2000s. I would have to say when, like, Kendrick started his run.
So like 2010.
When he started his run and Kanye was still making good music and Drake was still dropping fire.
So like around Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah,
like
type.
2010,
Yeah.
I
That's
think that album's overrated, but yeah.
I mean, it might not be his best album, but it was still good music.
Oh, yeah.
That's all. I'm just saying.
Intended.
Yeah. But then Cudi was dropping at that time. Ross was dropping at that time. That's when
Wiz got popping
Wiz.
at that time.
That's when all those camps formed too. Good Music and
Odd Future, bro.
Odd Future.
formed at that time. Damn, that's crazy. Damn, I low key might have to change my answer to like 2010s.
yeah, like the early 2010s though. I'd say like 2010 to like I'd say like 08 to like 2014.
Okay.
14? Nah, I'll say 15 because my favorite album ever dropped in 15. So
I can't really argue with everything that, I mean, once we lay it out on the table, that's true. Kendrick started popping. Cudi was still popping. Drake was obviously still popping. Like, all these big artists were still going. All these influential people were still going. But when it comes to me personally, I think like 90% of my favorite albums were honestly in the 90s. And
Hell yeah, I feel you. And that's also like a big thing with substance too, because like a lot of albums back then, like I wouldn't say were conceptual or intended to be conceptual, but a lot of them just had like wild ass storytelling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, I'm pretty sure I know some of your like the albums you're talking about, like Nas and
Illmatic
Yeah.
and then 36 Chambers.
But I mean, that's something that you could like you would probably consider like a classic though, wouldn't it? Like in your like realm of hip hop. Like Nas, like Illmatic.
Illmatic, yeah,
That's something you
absolutely.
consider as a classic.
Illmatic is a. I'm not gonna go there.
That's too.
I'm not gonna drop the O word.
Objectively.
Nah,
The
bro.
greatest.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. And that's why it's hard to like compare to the 90s, because those are already solidified as classics, and you can't really do that with the music that's dropping today until it's been around. Like you can
But I feel like you can always tell when a song is an instant classic.
you
though.
can tell, like, you know when the album's going to be classic, but you can't call it a classic until it's been around and it's still playable in 10 years.
I don't know, bro. I called Butterfly a classic like right when it dropped because I was like, yeah, this shit's crazy.
Yeah, I mean it is, bro, but I'm saying
Yeah, I
like
was on that Kendrick wave, so yeah. But and then also like I think that so I think groups in the 90s were you know much better. I mean they're still making music now like Tribe and Wu-Tang, but what I'm saying is like let's just say Odd Future. Like I think the reason I liked Odd Future is not because of their music. Like some of it was good, don't get me wrong, but then a lot of it was trash. But the idea of it is they were all a bunch of homies making music, having so much fun. And I mean that's pretty much what we're doing now. So that's why I think a lot of people fuck with Odd Future.
Yeah.
And but
they also they had a quick they fell off a cliff kind of. Like they were up here and then like Tyler did his own solo shit and it was like Odd Future was like gone.
I was Black Friday shopping, and the store still sells Odd Future stuff, and that actually blew
Yeah.
my mind.
yeah, bro.
I seen little kids with like some OF stuff on the other day and I was like, I'm glad that kids are still going through that phase.
Yeah.
That's a necessary phase. I'm standing by it.
I don't know, man. It might not be. I feel like Odd Future ruined some people's lives, but I mean, shouts out to them. They did their thing, and I rock with them. They make good music.
What was the name of that song that we said was the worst song ever made?
We get bitches.
We got bitches.
Yeah, if you name that your song, it's probably trash.
Yeah, I think they
Jeffery
100% meant for it to be not a classic.
Not a classic.
Yeah, because they were, like you said, they were just having fun at the time, bruh. They were just like trying to get something out there.
All right, but hold on now.
That song reminds
Hold
me
on,
of
hold on.
69 now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, it does.
Wait a minute, but what if it is a classic though? Not it don't got to be good to be a classic. Afro Man got classics. Those are not good songs.
Okay, yeah, but I wish we need to get to the point where we'll have like, hey, DJ, play that track real quick, and we'll have that, and you'll ask us never to play it again.
You'd be like, hey, yo, DJ, play that song real quick. Colt 45 and 2
Yeah, I don't know about you, but if you go to a club and play that shit, every drunk person is gonna wave their drink around and.
I don't think so, bro.
You don't think so?
Nah, bruh. People were definitely vibing out to that shit in high school. Like when
High school, it don't fucking matter. That song is a
Okay,
classic.
maybe there were a couple times where like we were like, yeah. But
I don't know about
at
headbanging
no
and shit, but
point,
that shit was.
at no point were we like, this song's fucking awesome.
Nah, bro, it's
Just
funny.
put
It's
that
just
shit on.
comedy.
Yeah.
There's just simplicity.
It's like, you know what? I feel good. Play We Got Bitches right now.
Yo.
That's just what you play when you're pulling up.
When you pull it
Can
up.
you really consider any of Odd Future's works a classic?
I think
Or was there a rival and them being there just like necessary for the time?
I think it was to shake the game up. I wouldn't say that they have any classic projects, but their arrival and their run shook the whole game up. Like it shifted hip hop. Like, and there's plenty of times in music when that's happened. Like I think Kanye shifted hip hop at one point. Kid Cudi shifted hip hop at one point.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne has shifted hip hop at one point. Future shifted hip hop. Kendrick
Yeah.
shifted hip hop. Drake, he kind of shifted with hip hop.
Yeah.
But
But that's also why Drake is considered a great, bro. Like
Yeah.
Drake has been able to adjust, and so if Greg Monroe was able to like shoot threes and dribble now, literally.
facts.
I think I don't know about classic, but I absolutely think Oldie, that track will never be a bad track to listen to, especially with the homies.
Might be a classic
That's what
track.
I'm saying.
That's a good
And then-
track. And Yonkers that put him on, I mean,
Yeah, but what I'm saying, like Oldie, like have you seen the video?
yeah.
Yeah,
Fire.
that's literally what I want to do with this. Like I watched that and I'm like, that's where I want to be right now.
Yeah.
They were having a good ass time.
Cooling, bro.
True. I feel you.
And sticking on the Odd Future, high key, they all started making better music when they all split up.
They did, but I think
Fact.
Yeah, that's true. Like a lot of like original OF fans were not fucking with Tyler's new shit just because they were like, "Yo, why are you like talking about feelings, bro?"
Yeah, but
I
that's
want to rape a pregnant bitch again.
that's what them kids do, bro. Like when you get a cult following, bro. Like once you shift lanes, then everybody's a hater, bro. Like even
Yeah.
when Joey went mainstream and when he dropped that song "Devastated," bro, he was
Yeah,
getting
that's it.
hated
Yeah.
on, bro.
And I was just like, yo, I'm glad that he's getting mainstream recognition now. 'Cause I
That
just
song is
seen-
fire, bro.
Yeah, I just like it was weird with Joey because I literally seen like bro with like 50,000 followers and no fan base, and now like he's like got a loyal ass like crazy ass underground. loyal
once
fan base.
once the underground fans start seeing the rise, they're like, oh no.
Well, I don't know. There was like when Tyler was on that weird stuff and made like Goblin and was like everything sucks and I hate life, and I was like, yeah, me too. And then he comes out with his like newer stuff and he's like, okay, maybe it's not that bad, but I'm still lonely, and I was like, me too.
Yo,
Wolf was crazy. Like Wolf was crazy that album that he dropped because I feel like that was like his introduction to getting personal with people.
And it's crazy. He said that's his worst work.
Yeah.
he said everything he drops is his worst work. That boy would go up to Sway in the morning and be like, "Yeah, this album is trash."
And dropped like the best album he's ever dropped before. Right after saying that shit.
He got emotional when his song hit the radio.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
That was fine.
But now he's like just working with ASAP, and I like that.
Now they have like a whole company, bro.
No,
made,
they
like, a
cool,
whole
bro.
company.
I rock with them.
All right, so I think we could from here before we move on, we could shift into top fives maybe, personal.
Top 5 personal. All right, start it off then, big boy.
Oh man, nah. I think Ant said he was about to start this one off. I got to brainstorm.
This man said.
Nah,
You gonna go and throw the man who's like, yeah, I got these generic hip hop artists on my list, but
Okay, so my top 5 personal.
Where are we going? Like,
Are we doing artists or albums?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is important.
This is artists. For
We'll go
now.
artists,
Yeah,
okay.
We'll do albums next
Top
episode.
5 personal. No order would be.
All time or right now?
I mean, my list constantly changes because I find new people or I'll listen to an artist more. So let's just go with like off the top of my head right now, based on everything I've heard. So I'm gonna go with Nas, which I mean I know his stuff kind of got weak as time went on, but because of Illmatic, he's just in the top 5. And then same with some other projects he has. And then I'm gonna go with Isaiah Rashad because I really do like Isaiah Rashad. And then K-Dot, obviously. And then, see, 4 and 5, Cudi. Definitely Kid Cudi. And then number 5 is something that kind of changed quite often, but I think for right now, I'm going to go with Joey Badass.
All right, Jeff.
I don't know. I can MF Doom for sure. I want to say I'm not gonna put Earl Sweatshirt there, but he reminds me of MF Doom a lot.
Yeah. He was super inspired by MF. Just like as far as like spitting words that were like, all right, bro, I actually have to read the lyrics to this damn
Right.
song.
Yeah. And then I still don't understand it.
Yeah, bro.
It's Kid Cudi. That was like all high school. I listened to him. I don't know. Kanye. I had to say Kanye. Yeah.
That's 3.
That's 4.
Let me
You
think.
can't
That
count.
was 3.
That was 3 because he didn't count Earl.
Yeah, he didn't crow out Earl. Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, you got. You told me Frank one time,
No, I didn't.
or maybe we were talking albums. You told me Blonde at one point. I swear. All right, man. My
I
bad.
think you got him fucked up.
Hold on, let me think about the last 2.
All right, we'll keep going.
All right, Richie.
All right, so Joey Badass number 1, never changing. I'll throw Nas in there. I'll throw Kendrick because Kendrick is like flawless as far as his catalog. 4. I'll throw in probably like. Fuck. That's hard. I'll probably throw in. To be real, bruh, like when Earl dropped, I don't like shit. I don't go outside, bruh. I low key listen to that junk for like 3 months straight. So I'll throw Earl in my top 5. And then for number 5, this is gonna change, but for right now, Madlib, because I just been listening to him a lot.
All right. Yeah, mine's gonna be a bit different. No particular order. Joey's in there for sure. I gotta put Mick Jenkins in there. I gotta go with Cuddy for sure. I gotta go with Currency, and I'll probably round it out with Kendrick.
Hell yeah.
All right, two for sure on my list are Kendrick and J. Cole. Cuddy. Chance, because Coloring Book.
Oh, you like that?
I like that. I still listen to it every now and then.
That's a hot take, bro.
I like
I know a
Coloring
lot
Book.
of people that don't like Coloring Book.
I like it.
I don't know. It's very gospel-y, so
Yeah.
like, I think it's just like it's
I think
catchy and
that's
like
why-
easy
I
to
think
listen
that's why
to.
it does turn a lot of people off, but yeah, it is a
It was a
good
big
ass
switch up for sure.
out to my Lord.
Actually, it wasn't. We'll come back to that. Go ahead,
It
bro.
really, yeah, it wasn't because acid rap was kind of churchy too, bro.
No, not even acid rap, bro. I feel like the transition from acid rap to surf, which wasn't fully his project, but from surf to Coloring Book,
But
it
he
made
kinda
sense.
but he did put that project on, like he made it
Oh, yeah.
abundantly clear, like
He's-
yo, this is my team, bro. Like, fuck with us.
He's 100%. Like
Yeah.
people weren't like Donnie Trumpet, but like still, I'm not gonna discredit Donnie.
Like I guess if I went for my 5th, only because like I like kind of lyrical fastness. It's kind of like a switch off between like Logic and Eminem. I know y'all disagree, but like
No, M is cool. I don't rock with Logic like that, but it's cool, man.
no.
You got
Listen.
your thing,
Incredible True Story, good. Like his newer stuff,
No.
it's just like really like I'm not.
Bro, listen.
Let this man finish his top 5.
I can no listen.
key, bro.
I can listen to Logic's new stuff, but like it gets old after a while, only because it's like it's not lyrically like substance.
That boy said Lottie Dottie, who got the keys to my Audi, and I cut the track off.
That's fine. That's fine.
Nah, bro, I'm not even hating on you, bro. Like,
Nah, I'm not.
I like the Incredible True Story, bro. I went to the concert for it, but like, it's just I ain't rocked with him since that, bro.
I
Cause
think I fucked with that album Everybody more than a lot of people because I like
it's alright, bro. But like, I just don't like where he's at now. He's just like lyrical, miracle, spiritual, individual. Like, bro, you're not saying anything. You're not saying anything, bro. You're literally just saying words that rhyme, that are big words.
Okay, Logic, I think he was definitely in my top 5 when he only had The Incredible True Story and Under Pressure out.
Yeah.
That I really love those albums. And then his first, or Bobby Tarantino came out, and I was like, okay, it's like, I get it, it's just a summer mixtape, like, not bad. And then everybody came out, and I was like, okay, this really isn't that, I loved it at first, and then the more I listened to it, I was kind of like, but I didn't think it was as bad as people said. But everything that came after, I was like, you're starting to get a little corny.
Yeah.
all right.
That's why I said it was more of a kind of switch off between him and Eminem, because I mean,
I feel you, bro.
Eminem. Every time I listen to
Hey,
him, I just kind
Eminem
of
had a
laugh.
flawless catalog up until like 09, bro. Like literally.
Is that Recovery?
Nah, it was like Recovery was his like first subpart. Well, Relapse was, but I still liked Relapse. So
I like to relapse. It was
Yeah.
straight.
This is getting so organic that y'all are forgetting to talk into the mic.
I mean, you could shut up.
What? They didn't pick that up. Sorry, man.
I'll make sure.
Speaking of spiritual lyrical miracles,
What's up? Check.
check.
You put a bar out on you, boy.
What's y'all take on diss tracks?
Y'all know my opinion.
I love diss tracks. It's one of my favorite things.
Now, why?
Bro, it's like, all right, I love basketball, right? 5-on-5, we out here hooping. But if somebody like, yo, let's get that 1v1, I'm like, bet, let's get it then. And then it's more competitive and like, you running that 1v1. That's what diss tracks are, bro. Everybody's making songs. They got features, all this good stuff. Yeah, you can make a song, but when somebody coming at your head, what you gonna do?
Yeah, bruh. Like like I know you're not a fan of them, but as a musician, what would you actually do if you got pressed with a diss track?
I mean, okay, you have two choices. One, you don't say anything and you lose a fan base, or two,
Like 75% of it.
yeah.
Unless you're Drake.
Unless you're Drake.
And then I don't know. I just hate that they're even a thing to begin with because I get it. It's fun to watch when they're there, but I feel like it's a huge waste of energy. We could be putting our time into something way more productive.
Oh, the screen's black. It's good. Yeah.
Cameraman difficulties. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not a big fan of diss tracks. Like this last one that came out between who and who?
Eminem and
Joyner
oh, there was another one.
Joyner Lucas and Tory Lanez.
Yeah, okay. I listened to one because it hit the timeline, and it was actually the one that y'all said was trash. And I was like, yeah, I'm really mad I just listened to this.
Yeah, bruh, because
I started my day with that track.
Joyner Lucas high key said some lyrical, spiritual miracle shit on there, and I was like, bro, you got to get the fuck out.
Prismanerism.
There's honestly one I have not listened to yet.
Bro.
Ass, bro.
Bro, I honestly think both of Joyner's was trash and Tory's was aight. It was like, the song itself was cool.
Yeah.
Joyner's made 2, Tory's made 1 as of right now. I don't know. I haven't checked the TL. He might have dropped one by now, but...
No, but Tory listened to the new Joyner one on like IG Live, and he was just like laughing at it. So I don't think he's about to respond.
Yeah, about it to that. That joke was cheeks.
I'm gonna need that take.
Nah, but dude, I love diss tracks. Like the Drake and Meek was fire. I like the Drake and Push.
Yeah, the Drake
That,
and Push,
bruh,
the
that
Drake
was
and Push
fire.
Kinda, like, reinvigorated hip hop for the summer because everybody was like, "Yo, what the fuck is Kanye doing?" And that shit just took energy off of that shit.
That diss track though, like I feel like I know Drake like being like famous and shit, like you have a kind of like the need for, or like the paparazzi is gonna like have a need for like just being all up in your business and shit, but like Pusha T coming out with that one line sent like outing his son basically, and like yeah, I felt like that was like just a dirty move.
Let me break this down to y'all, bro. Let me break this down to y'all.
Pusha will low key kill somebody,
Bro.
and not even care. So
All right.
I'm like, all right.
This is the reason he had to do that, bro. Drake is a superstar, bro. Pusha T he's a way better rapper than Drake, but he is never in his life gonna be as big as Drake. So he can drop bars for days, but nobody's gonna get it for one. Nobody's gonna want to hear it. So he had to come with that gut punch for people to want to listen to it.
I get why he did it, and I'm not. I think it's not him that I'm mad at. It's the whole situation. I'm like, we really had to go this far to get some clout.
I wanted it to go farther.
Yeah, I low key. I'm not gonna lie, I did want it to go further, but also that's motherfuckers on Drake's team fucking up too because Pusha got all this information from Drake's team. Like,
was this one Pillow Talk too? I don't remember.
Yes.
oh yeah, bro.
It was a girl that 40 was sleeping with. He was telling her information, and then she told Push's team, and that's how he got all that info.
Yeah. Moving on, bro. I'm over this subject.
Diss tracks are fire.
Well, let's jump real quick back to the. I'm glad Jeff got his take in on there. He said agreed real quick. So we did top 5 artists, then we talked about something really pointless, and now we're gonna
my
go
top 5. I didn't finish.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we need your
I
fit.
got Denzel Curry for one.
My boy, that's that Florida legend.
And Kendrick or / Earl. So one of those.
I'm
Very
with it, bro.
different.
It's like
I'm
very,
with it.
Yeah, it's interchangeable.
Okay, so MF Doom / Earl.
Yeah, bro.
there you go.
I'm with it.
All right, but let's talk top 5 albums now, starting on this end this time. Hey, and we're including mixtapes.
Yeah, and not like I feel like not hip hop can be included as well.
Well, you gonna? I don't know a country album, but someone help me out.
Saying, like I definitely know that y'all have listened to like some not hip hop shit that you're like, yeah, I like.
I mean,
this
if
way
we're talking
better
not
than
hip hop, that's gonna be I could say something.
Yeah, but it's just we're talking albums.
Yeah, I'm doing straight hip hop, but it's whatever.
Yeah. Groups definitely count.
All right, I'm gonna throw some hip hop in there. Man on the Moon.
1 or 2? 1.
The first one, probably. Second album that would be on this list, 2014. There's no way I can't put that on the
A
list.
senior year classic.
Coloring Book, got that on there. California by Blink-182, because I'll still listen to that, and they got 2 like funny interludes in that shit that just gets me laughing every time I hear it. My 5th one probably have to be maybe one of Eminem's earlier albums, like way early, like Curtain Call, or what's his other one? I can't get the name of right now. I don't know, but like definitely early Eminem.
Marshall Mathers LP.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. First 2 are 1999 and The Waters.
Fuck, I can't say those now.
Joey and Mick, bro. I listen to those.
I literally
listen to those like every week, bro. I'd have to go Man on the Moon 1 for sure. I'd have to go Carter 3. And then I'd have to go. It would definitely differ between Illmatic and Good Kid, Mad City. Yeah.
All right, no particular order, but To Pimp a Butterfly, Illmatic. I'm not gonna say 1999 in the Waters because you just did. Man on the Moon 2 because y'all been dick riding 1 right now, and High Key 2 is better than 1 in my
definitely
opinion.
High Key.
Bro, it's more nostalgia for me why 1 is better. Because that's when I got put on to Cuddy, bro.
I feel you, yeah. 4, I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside by Earl. And 5th, right now...
It's that number 5 that's tough, man.
Yeah, that number 5 is tough, bro, because it's hella interchangeable.
You want us to come back?
Yeah, come back.
You about to pass on the mic.
Alright, I'd say Mad Villainy.
That boy got crazy takes, bro. This dude he getting in his bag, bro.
Bro, I was just like, I thought about that album as soon as you said it. I was like, holy fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Jeffery in his bag, bro.
Let's see. I just had like 3 in my head and I can't even think of it.
It's different pressure when that mic on.
I'm saying. I think The Money Store by Death Grips. Even though I just heard it like a month ago for the first time. I don't know. But yeah.
I definitely got my 5th now too. But go ahead, continue.
I say 1999. I will put Blonde on there.
That boy was clowning on me earlier. I'm mad. He was like, that wasn't me.
And that's that 5th one is hard. I say Good Kid.
What's your fifth?
I don't know.
You just said you knew it.
I thought you would have said to pimp, honestly.
That was the first
Oh,
one I said.
my bad. My bad. All right, so Q-tip, please. Okay, so Illmatic, Good Kid, Mad City, because that's just the album that put me on the K-Dot. Man on the Moon 2. Can we go top 6? I'm having a lot of trouble here.
Nah, bro.
The fifth is interchangeable.
All right. Then I'll make a 5 with a slash. All right, so Surf, Good Kid, Mad City, Illmatic, Man on the Moon 2, The Sun's Charade, and then honestly, if we're being real, like any genre, I really rock with Sublime. Just
I knew you was gonna say that.
my
But I
pops.
love that album too.
Yeah, my pops. When I came over, he was like, "Yeah, I don't really care what you listen to. You're gonna listen to this." And I was like, "Yeah, I am." You know, like.
Don't ever dance.
I got my fifth though. Saturation 1. That's it.
Shout out to Brockhampton.
Gang. Shut up, Kiko.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, their documentary really sparked this.
Yeah.
I feel like this group thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, cause yeah, me and Brandon watched that shit and we were like, bro, we really have no excuse to not do this shit tonight.
Yo, and if we talking about shout out to Jacksonville people, I want to shout out to Tommy Chronic. He's gonna be the intro. It's only gonna be a little snippet of it, but go check him out, Tommy Chronic on SoundCloud. Just a little shameless plug. Anyways,
Shout out to Enrich.
And
and Jay Neglect
Yeah.
coming soon.
oh, okay.
Bumming soon, and we ain't even dropped that cover yet, so we're gonna stop this podcast and drop a cover real quick.
This is where we cut out, and we'll be back.
Are we actually cutting out?
No.
Oh, okay.
gotta say.
Well, I was gonna say we real quick should talk about upcoming artists that I feel as though not just maybe not upcoming, but artists that aren't appreciated. Like we got, I think Mick Jenkins is definitely underrated. Tierra Whack's underrated, but she's coming up for sure.
Yeah, she's starting to get hella mainstream buzz, and I fucking love it, bro. She got a song with me coming out soon.
That's about to be wild.
Didn't she? How much did she say for? Did we get prices on her? I feel like she.
Nah, I hit up Mick Jenkins for a feature.
That's what it was.
It was like $3K for a verse, though.
Let's throw down, guys. We need that.
I think Isaiah Rashad's underrated.
Yeah, he is.
And then, honestly, if we're being real, I really do think Joey does not have the hype he should have. Joey Badass.
He won't though, bro. He's too real.
Yeah, Joey never will because he stayed pretty consistent with his substance. He's always been very clear about his message. And even now that he's making mainstream shit and getting distribution deals with people, he's still staying solid for the most part and not selling out. And I feel like that's also why Pro Era hasn't taken off like it should have when it started.
Yeah. Shout out Capital Steez. Rest in peace.
King Cap. And then fall offs, I feel like is an important thing to cover as well.
Kanye got the hardest fall off of all time.
I think Cuddy's got the best comeback of all time, though.
Comeback?
Speeding Bullet to Heaven, I thought he was done.
Nah. I didn't think he was done.
I thought he was done.
I was like,
I didn't think Speeding Bullet to Heaven was yo, he's done. I was just yeah, he's just on hella drugs and on some weird shit right now. So I knew he was going to reel that junk back in.
Didn't think he'd come back as hard as he did with Passion, Pain, and Demon Slaying.
Bro, even before that, bro, he made a comeback when he just fell off of music altogether. He wasn't making anything.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he dropped that song Cutter Is Back. Bro, I legit shed a tear when that song came out. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Love made me shed a tear. I ain't gonna lie either. Remember that track? I feel like it never hit a project.
But not Cutter Is Back didn't either. It's just he dropped a music video on YouTube.
did the Prayer hit an album?
It was on the mixtape.
Yeah, it was on this. What was that called?
A Kid Named Cuddy.
Kid named Cuddy, yeah.
Kid Named Buddy.
My top 5.
Bruh, I seen an interview with Isaiah Rashad, and he was yeah, I heard The Prayer by Kid Cudi and cried at work. And I was damn, what the fuck?
See, I like Isaiah because he's good, but I feel like he doesn't even care that he's good. Like, he's not in your face about it.
He's not like, yo, I run this shit, bitch.
Yeah, especially being on the label that he's on. He, like, with Kendrick, he definitely isn't.
But I feel like that label within itself is like hella competitive. I feel like all of them, like especially Black Hippie, like them four, they're all, when they're on a track, they're like, nah, fuck the other three, and Black Hippie, I'm the best.
Yeah.
Like, that's the energy they all have.
I love the creative process of Isaiah Rashad because I saw an interview with him, bro, and he was talking about a song that he wanted to make, and he was like, yeah, man, I just thought of this line, and I was like, I really want to say that in a song. And then he made a whole song just so he could say that line. And I'm like, bro, that's crazy. That's wild.
Yeah. Wasn't it? It was Mick Jenkins that was like totally unimpressed with him, right?
Yeah.
With Rashad.
Yeah. He just like he quoted it. He just quoted some tweet like that. Somebody asked him, they were like, "What's your opinion on Isaiah Rashad?" And he literally just said unimpressed.
I mean, I can understand that from a lyrical standpoint because Isaiah Rashad ain't really talking about much in his music, but his vibes are crazy, bro.
I don't know. I think Rashad's talking about some self
in a way, but it's like
type stuff.
In a way, but like a lot of it is like, I don't know, bro. It's not really like.
Nah, you bugging. I spent like Heavenly Father and stuff like that.
But I'm talking about on Sun's Tirade though. Like most of them songs wasn't really about anything.
Some of them were just chilling, but then others were.
No, I'm not saying I like Isaiah Rashad, and I know he got bars. I know he can bar out if he wants to, but most of the time he ain't really trying to do all that.
I can definitely see why from a rap standpoint Mick Jenkins said unimpressed, but I literally don't see why he would say unimpressed in any other reason. Because like bruh's production goes crazy, his voice is fire, his flows go crazy. Like other than actual substance, like bruh's like he's like hitting the nail on the head on everything.
I think it's it's that competitive point too. Like Mick Jenkins has a fan base that's developed, that's there for sure, but he ain't really popped off yet. And then suddenly Isaiah Rashad's coming up, and then people out of nowhere are like, "Yo, this dude's it." And so obviously, if I were like already had a developed fan base and I wasn't it yet, I'd be like, "Nah."
Low key though, that's how Mick Jenkins got on, bro. Because I feel like Mick Jenkins, like, not to take anything away from what his music has done, because his music is like crazy. But I seen an interview with Joey when Mick had just signed with Cinematic, and he was like, "Yeah, I've been bumping the Waters every fucking day, like no questions." And then the Waters took off right after that. Mm-hmm. So it was like he definitely had a cosign to get up. So I feel like he can't really be upset about that, but. Yeah, I feel like it definitely just might be a competition thing. He just doesn't want to acknowledge someone else.
Can we get a Isaiah Rashad and Mick Jenkins beef, please?
Yes, can we please get that shit? I'm looking dead in the camera and telling Mick Jenkins or Isaiah Rashad to drop a diss track to each other right the fuck now.
Oh my God, no. Please
don't. Neglected Visions. Hey, tell them Neglected Visions sent you.
Don't neglect this.
All right, nice. Way to round it off, guys.
All right, so is that a wrap?
We don't want to talk about any NBA. We'll leave this one straight hip hop.
We'll leave this one straight hip hop. We already have 50.
I feel like this is who we are most of the time, anyway.
All right. Anyways, shout out to y'all, man. Thanks for listening. This first podcast, man, got it under the belt. There's gonna be many more coming soon, many more moves coming soon. We got music coming soon. We got more podcasts coming soon. We're gonna have videos. We're gonna have projects. We're gonna have all sorts of stuff coming. Shout out to my boy Riley sitting over here on the sidelines. He gonna be here talking about sports with us one of these days. Shout out to my boy Ant. He gonna be making big moves, drawing it up. He gonna be making, editing, all sorts of stuff, man. Just stay tuned. My boy Richie, he got beats coming. He got bars coming. Just he got longer hair coming. Just stay tuned. Shout out to my boy Jeffery over here. He's with the tech, man. He gonna tell us what we need. He gonna tell us how to do it, and then he gonna show us what we need to do.
And he with the real tech too, and he'll blow any of y'all face off.
Facts. listen.
Possibilities.
He'll hack you.
Not
So
facts.
don't try anything. He'll hack your computer and you'll go bankrupt. Anyways, shout out to my boy B Money over here. My boy out here. He's got projects coming that y'all ain't even ready for, bro. Ain't nobody done nothing like this
not
before.
music.
It's not even music, but
It halfway
listen,
is though.
it's whatever we want it to be, and he's got things coming. And shout out to myself, of course. I got things coming. We're going to be making videos. We're going to be on some features. We're going to be making our own tracks, and they all going to be on my boy Enrich Beats, Ducks, Zenitram, whatever you want to call it. That junk going crazy. Shouts out to everybody. We love y'all. Stay tuned and just watch the vision, man.
Thank you for being a part of the vision.
God bless y'all.